Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jared Allen with Weather Iowa with a weather update for you. We've got some pretty significant weather that is going to be taking place for our area coming up this weekend. Actually, tonight into this weekend, we've got the potential for some significant rainfall across our area with flood watch in effect for portions of northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. I'm Jared Allen here in our weather center here today. We'll get you an update on the situation as far as weather for our area. 4 to 7 inches is what they're calling for as far as rainfall for our area. Heavy rainfall possible Friday and Saturday for northern Iowa into southern Minnesota. As I share my screen here with you, we'll get you up to date on some of the potential information that I do feel is going to be possible for our area here. Obviously, we've got a flood watch that's in effect. Let's run down that flood watch here real quick. Looks like mainly northern areas of Iowa are under this flood watch. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can kind of see more of what's going on here. Okay, so let's do this and this. Okay, so we've got this flood watch that's in effect for portions of northern Iowa. That is in effect for excessive rainfall. We've got the potential for some severe thunderstorms too possible this afternoon. Pretty much the same area that's in this, excuse me, this flood watch, which is in effect for flash flooding and excessive rainfall. The areas that are in green, you'll see there on the map: Algona, Esterville, Mason City, Decorah, Fort Dodge, also in this flood watch in effect. That is in effect through Saturday morning for our area. And let's take a look at some of the models here. Of course, this is the latest model from the National Weather Service, one of the models that they use as far as rainfall. This is the rainfall total for this afternoon into this evening. Now, as we advance the model to 6 a.m. Saturday, look at Mason City, 2.8 inches. But you get up here in Winnebago County, some of these areas, 6 inches, almost 7 inches of rainfall. And that's why the verbiage here in the National Weather Service the flood watch that's in effect, you can see here expected rainfall totals may exceed 4 to 7 inches in some areas with locally higher amounts possible. Rapid rises in creek streams and urban flooding will also be possible. Field flooding and washed out county roads will be possible. Heavier rainfall rates may approach 2 inches per hour in the heavier storms in the overnight hours. So that's why we've got this potential. I mean, look at these rainfall amounts here over this area. I mean, you look at northern Kossuth, projected rainfall amounts, 6.5 inches on top of the rainfall that we've already just received. I live in Buffalo Center, which is kind of in the area. You can see we've got a little over a half an inch of rain that fell in the overnight tonight with thunderstorms that came through our area. That brings our total for the week at 2.27 inches. So you throw this amount of water on top of the rain that we've already seen, and you're going to have some significant flooding. So that is through 6 a.m. Saturday. The total rainfall amounts looks like Winnebago and northern Kossuth County at this point in time have the highest significant rainfall totals for that area. Now you're wondering, when will the thunderstorm activity start? Well, I'm thinking that storms will probably develop this afternoon after 4 o'clock, because if you look ahead towards this particular model, you get to 4 o'clock, you get thunderstorms blossoming here. This is 3 p.m. this afternoon. You've got little spotty thunderstorms, by Charles City and in Chickasaw County. But if you fast forward to 4, thunderstorms begin to develop across our area. And notice how the thunderstorms, too, are in the same particular areas there. Or they're over northern Winnebago, Worth, Mitchell counties, those areas. Mason City not seeing any rain yet, but they're going to be seeing some rain as the evening progresses. But you look at 6 o'clock, thunderstorms over the same area of northern Iowa, northern Kossuth, the areas that are expected to see the significant rainfall, according to that latest model run. Winnebago County, thunderstorm activity there. Worth County, Mitchell County, basically the areas along the Iowa-Minnesota border seem to have the significant rainfall. Then, of course, you watch, thunderstorms transition through the overnight. You get some heavier rain after 2 o'clock in the morning, again over Winnebago County, moving into the Mason City area after 3 a.m. But of course, the Mason City area does experience some thunderstorm activity during the evening hours here tonight, 9, 10 o'clock, 8 p.m., 7 o'clock as we move the model back here. But as we advance forward, you see this line of storms move through the area, 3 a.m. Some pretty significant amounts of rainfall falling over Winnebago and Worth, Hancock, Cerro Gordo counties of our area. And you keep advancing all the way through 6 a.m. and you still have some shower and thunderstorm activity, not nearly as aggressive as it was prior in the night as the storm activity kind of diminishes over time. So that is the high resolution model with the total rainfall amounts. I'll throw those rainfall amounts up again too. By a 6 o'clock Saturday morning, 2.8 inches in Mason City, but you look here in Winnebago County, some areas close to 7 inches of rainfall, 4 and 61 hundredths of an inch, and pretty much all over Winnebago County. So some pretty significant rainfall falling across those areas. I wanted to show this to you as well. This is from the Weather Prediction Center. You can see this graphic here has got pretty much most of the northern Iowa area circled where thunderstorms are going to be taking place. Renewed instances of flash flooding are likely going into the afternoon hours from redeveloping and locally training areas of showers and thunderstorms. Redeveloping bands of heavy showers and thunderstorms are expected going through the early to mid-afternoon hours. These rains are expected to largely fall over areas that have seen heavy rainfall recently and are therefore extremely sensitive to additional rains. Given the wet, saturated conditions on the ground, instances of renewed flash flooding are likely heading into the afternoon hours. So pretty much they're talking about heavy rainfall, flash flooding, very likely for our areas. We look towards the radar now. We're looking at the radar for southern Minnesota. Mankato area is actually under a flash flood warning now until 2:30 this afternoon. So if you're traveling in that area, but we've got some thunderstorm development here in the North Iowa area. I'm going to switch radar sites, go to the Des Moines National Weather Service radar site, and you can see that showers and thunderstorms are already developing. I know that there's been some sprinkles and things along that line forming in the North Iowa area, but we expect that to develop more here this afternoon. I'm just wondering here if we got a rainfall estimate. Doesn't look like we've got that so far yet. 3-hour rainfall total, 1-hour rainfall total. Okay, so these are some areas where they're receiving thunderstorms now. So this is, 1-hour rainfall total. You're looking at over an inch of rain in this area, which is just to the west of Spencer. So obviously we've got some significant thunderstorm activity, obviously moving through that area, which will continue to develop throughout the afternoon with that flash flood watch. You see it there. It's in effect. It's after 7 o'clock south of Mason City. You see this line here. Watch begins at 7 p.m. It's currently in effect for areas north of this line, which include Mason City, Algona, Decorah, Esterville, Sheldon, Iowa, those areas. But yeah, significant rainfall possible for our area. Composite reflectivity. After 4 o'clock, you start seeing thunderstorms forming here in Winnebago County and Worth County, and those eventually fill in and train over the same areas. When they use the term of training storms, just think of it as like a train with the rail cars going over the same area multiple times and dumping heavy amounts of rainfall. So that's kind of the weather situation that is in effect for our area. You can follow us, of course, on all the social media platforms for the latest weather information. We've got some heavy rain, of course, possible for our area this weekend. You can follow us on all the social media platforms you see there on your screen. And if you feel some kindness in your heart and you'd like to make a donation to support us here at Weather Iowa, you can do so by sending us a Venmo. From the Weather Iowa Weather Center, this is Jared Allen reporting. Thanks for watching, and we'll keep you up to date on the weather situation.